Headline inflation cooled sharply last month. The consumer price index for all items came in at 3.53% year over year. That's down from 4.25% in May. And that's a 72 basis point drop in a single month, as well as the sharpest deceleration we've seen in the headline rate this cycle. On a monthly basis, prices actually fell 0.4% for the first negative monthly print in a while. And this is the kind of number that tends to reset how the bond market thinks about where rates are heading. But here's the part that matters for anyone shopping for a home right now. Core inflation, which strips out food and energy, landed at 2.59%. That's down from 2.85% in May, and it's the lowest core reading in over a year. Core is the piece the Federal Reserve watches most closely because it's the most sensitive to labor costs and services demand, parts of the economy that determine whether inflation is really cooling or just taking a breather. Now, shelter inflation, which makes up roughly 36% of the entire CPI basket, came in at 3.28%. That's the piece we've been waiting for. Real-world rents in most Florida metros and around the country peaked at 18 months ago. The government shelter measure lags the actual housing market by about a year and a half. What you're seeing now in June data is that lag finally catching up. Shelter's coming down, and mathematically, that pulls the whole index down with it. Services inflation, excluding energy, ran at 3.16%. Right in the middle of its historical range for the first time since the pandemic ended. For a family in West Palm Beach or Boca Raton looking for a mortgage this summer, here's the practical translation. A softer inflation print gives the 10-year Treasury room to move lower. Mortgage rates track the 10-year closely. 1 month does not make a trend, but if the July CPI confirms this cooling, the door opens for meaningfully better financing conditions this fall. We'll be watching. I'm Todd Hanley, Senior Loan Officer with United Direct Lending, and if you'd like a transparent, data-driven mortgage process that removes the guesswork, I'd love to speak with you today. Thanks for watching.